Good evening, guys. I'm going to show you my GameCube game collection today. We're just going to get right into it. I got my Sonic shirt on, my Sonic, you can't see that, Sonic hat. So I kind of organized these games in a category. So Sonic Riders. Underrated gem, hidden gem, whatever you like to call it. I think so. Let's check it out. Manual is a little bent up. Games back then with manuals is cool. Wish they would bring back that kind of vibe with the manual games. I mean, I know I don't really look at them or take them out or nothing, but I don't know. Sometimes, you know, when you're stuck on a part and you resort to the manual, and it actually is helpful. I think that's really cool. But Sonic Riders, hard. It's a difficult game. Learning curve is like difficult. But once you get the hang of it, this game's really fun. Story mode, the cutscenes in it, I like the cutscenes. The animation looks cool, and I like the vibe. The intro of this game, the theme and everything is really cool. The song kind of reminds me of Nine Inch Nails, but yeah, like a racing game with hoverboards, and yeah, Sonic Riders, recommend. Alright, Shadow the Hedgehog. This game I just never got around to like completing or even actually getting probably more than halfway in. But the vibes of this game is really cool too. Sorry about that glare. I just like the you know, growing up and this is like an edgy game. You know, he swears a little bit. He's got a gun. The intro is really cool for this too, like the theme song and stuff, and the cutscene where he just looks, you know, like a total, you know what I'm about to say. But yeah, you can kind of choose your side of whether you want to, you know, serve, you know, if you want to be the hero or villain. You can kind of choose. I remember like there's like side characters that you can choose to like complete missions. You know, you have the enemy, like the, you know, the dark side and the good side, pretty much. And you could choose which character in levels to side with and do their missions. And it kind of directs your route, I believe, like with missions and stuff. I just never got around to like getting far in this game. I think I just get stuck. I can't remember where I get stuck, but like I've tried and I got stuck. I don't know. Shadow the Hedgehog. Cool music and atmosphere and everything. Sonic Gems Collection. This is a collection of like not so like well-known like Sonic games. Like it's got a collection of face off against the evil Metal Sonic in this rare Sonic action game. It has Sonic CD. I haven't played this much. I remember playing this and like getting a little taste of like all the mini games and stuff. I didn't know they have Sonic CD. Is that like the I'll have to play this more. Did I show you guys sorry, I don't know if I showed you the inside and everything. Shadow the Hedgehog. Sonic Gems. It has that 2D like fighter game. The graphics don't look great, but it's cool. Sonic R. That game is pretty cool. You know, it's racing type. You're actually like running with the selected characters. Sonic Fighters. Yeah, that fighting game. It's a little old age. That's that fighting game. There's 9 classic titles from the Sonic Hedgehog library previously available only in the arcade on Sega CD, Sega Saturn, and Game Gear are now combined into one collection. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic Spinball. That was the one I actually remember playing on the Sega Genesis. That one, the music in that game, you can't forget that music. And Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble, Sonic Drift 2, Tails Sky Patrol, and Tails Adventures. I'll have to get into playing this more because I can't even remember if I've played those or what those are. What those games are. I was hoping the manual would have some pictures of like the game. Here's Sonic Gems. Good way to experience the older games in a collection like this, I think. Yeah. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Another game that I just never beat. I think I got to like rock bottom. You know, the rock bottom based on the movie, you know. I think I got to that area and never got further than that. And all I can think about, like, just thinking about this game right now is the music for when you're racing, for when you're driving around the paddy mobile, whatever you call it. You can hear that music, if you know what I'm talking about. You hear that music, it's like, and then you have the I remember the slides, you know, when you're like riding around in a bathtub and stuff. SpongeBob SquarePants movie game, just never got around to. I don't know. Do you guys think this is better than Battle for Bikini Bottom? This game has a place in my heart. You know, I'm a little biased because I've always had this game. Oh yeah, some of these games I've had for like ever, and some of these games I've added to my collection. Like this game I've added to my collection. These games I've had forever, and the SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. This game was not in my collection. I got this. Still have the receipt in there. That's a good good buying guide. I have a video for that. But pretty much to sum up that video, all you do is keep the receipts, put them in your case. You never know why you're gonna return something. You know, maybe it just gets all ported to the Xbox. Say I've done that with some of my PlayStation 2 games like SSX Tricky, Thrillville. I return those games because if you can get it digitally, and it's like the exact same, you know. But this, I would say, don't just like go with rehydrated, because there are differences. So if the game's exactly the same and it just gets, you know, to the next system, then move on, maybe return the game. But like if it's different, like how it's, you know what I'm saying. I didn't play this one. I didn't play this one growing up. My buddy did. This was his game. He had this one growing up, and I had the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Oh, and also another thing. Another little mini game that it comes to my mind is that music for like when you're like Patrick, and there's like, it's kind of like bright background, and the floors are spinning. Or you're SpongeBob and you're in a ball. You know what I mean? You're a ball and you're going through like a maze, like all that stuff. Sorry if I'm like rambling and stuff and talking fast. I'm trying to get through this fast, but also I'm really passionate about the GameCube games because I've had these. I've probably played the GameCube game, like besides the modern console Xbox One. I probably played that the most growing up and had the most fun. And you know, the nostalgia is more in these games. So Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. I can't tell you that I played this game. I've added this game to my collection just because I enjoy the pro skaters, the underground games and stuff. My personal favorite that I actually played the most and stuff was Tony Hawk Underground 2 on the GameCube. Can't tell you about this game, but this game gets a lot of praise. It gets a lot of recognition. I know that, you know, on online and stuff. I should play this game. I remember playing Pro Skater 4. You know, that intro is just sick with AC/DC, TNT, oi, oi. You know, that intro is so cool. It just gets you hyped to get into this game. And you know, that town in the first level. I still have this one to like play and beat, because each like skater has like a career, like career specific like missions, and I only used Alyssa Steamer. Sorry if I'm getting her name wrong, but I only beat the game with her. And I have the exact, like, I remember that skateboard. I have the exact skateboard like deck that she had. It was like, I think it was bootleg. This is the one. This is the Pro Skater I played. You have those missions like you gotta hit the frats and stuff. And yeah, Pro Skater 4. This is a game I added to my collection, and this is Rocket Power Beach Bandits. This is one of those games that I got just because I remember, like, I have nostalgia. You know, a childhood friend of mine had this game, and I can't tell you much about this game, honestly. I remember the beginning, like, it was pretty fun, like, in the half pipe. You know, you're soaring through the air, and you got, like, a stream of, like, light starts to come from your wheels, I think. But yeah, Nickelodeon, I personally, with the shows and stuff, I never gave, like, Nickelodeon shows really a chance. I watched Cartoon Network pretty much, but, like, Rocket Power, Invader Zim, I just never gave them a chance, but they looked interesting. Like, Invader Zim is really cool, and Rocket Power is really cool. I like The Last Airbender. Watched that. I remember watching that. But yeah, this game, if you haven't noticed, this category of games, this theme is like skating, pretty much. Sonic and skating. Pretty much, yeah, all these games have like a first-person point of, or like a third-person point of view with like skating. Like even SpongeBob with the, doing that challenge, that mini game type of thing. That course, and driving too. You do drive in that, but yeah, I pretty much only was like roller skating and skating. I never got to do these. I see on the back you have like zip lining and jet skiing. Yeah, but good show nonetheless. Tak and the Power of Juju also has like snowboarding and sandboarding in it. So no surprise. This is one player. Tak and the Power of Juju. I'd like to get into this game more. Personally, I realized that with myself, I like 3D platforming games. That's like my favorite genre, I think, of games. 3D platforming, Metroidvania, like I guess 2D side-scrolling games, beat 'em ups type of stuff, like Beautiful Joe or something. But yeah, interesting like characters and stuff, the intro and the cutscenes and stuff. You have Locke, and I can't remember the old man's name, but he, the humor in this game, he's like, the poo-poo nunu people. It's just silly. And, yeah. Tak and the Power of Juju. Tak. Oh, it just says Tak, the Great Juju Challenge. This is the third one out of the three, right? Yeah. You have Tak 2, Tak 2, Staff of Dreams. I don't have that one. I felt like I didn't need that one. I felt like it wasn't necessary to get that one, even though, honestly, these games are more of a collection thing. I don't have time to play a lot of these games, but I do try to get like quality, what I think I will play, what I do like, quality games, what I see like online reviews and stuff. So I do a little bit of research. I remember playing this one. That's why I wanted to get this one, because this is 2-player, one of those old school couch co-op type of games where, your character, like, there's like move sets between the two of you where you have to help each other and like, use each other, like throw each other and stuff. I miss those type of games where they make those type of 3D platforming couch co-op games where, you're like Ren and Stimpy, like you're using each other, you're hitting, not a bunch of stuff, but you know what I mean. But You have Rhino. You get to ride the Rhino and stuff. And Tack has this glowing rod, and Locke has a big, like, bigger staff or whatever, hammer. And they have to race. It's like the Great Juju Challenge. You know, you're going up against a bunch of teams and squads, and the world that this game sets, like, it's interesting looking. Like the characters, you know, you're all at this assembly for the trials and stuff. You're introduced to all these interesting looking people like Black Mist, Gramazons, Jibba Jabbas. Yeah. You guys get shrunken down, I think, or you get turned into like those chicken and crab or whatever. Good game. Tony Hawk Underground 2, great soundtrack. My favorite. Where's the manual? I don't know what happened to that. Oh well. But Tony Hawk Underground 2, it just upped the. I guess it just upped the craziness with the first one. The story in this is just over the top. I don't know what you want to say, but it's like they take it to like video game It's hard to say. Like, it's unrealistic. It's a video game, you know. They're doing everything right, I think, with the cutscenes and stuff. Just the crazy tricks that you could do. Arcade skater. The soundtrack is just unique. Great. You know, you have Cool Keith, Ultramagnetic MCs. You got Frank's. It varies. It's like somehow it goes together, but it's different. You know, you got Frank Sinatra, I think. You got like punk rock, of course, like, and you go up against Tony Hawk. You know, you're on the team of Bam. You know, you're like the new kid on the block. The cutscene at the beginning is just crazy and pulls you in. It's kind of like Jackass, the movies, just how absurd it is. You have Phil Margera cameos in here, Bam, Eric Austin, a bunch of skaters, Mike Vallely, Tony Hawk, and secret characters too. You get to create levels. I mean, just the levels are so memorable in this one, I think. Like, you got Boston, you got Spain, you know. What's that other one? New Orleans, that's so memorable. You know, the last level with the rockets. Can't remember what that was called. Skatopia, I think. What else? Boston. That's what comes to mind. Boston. I'm drawing a blank. Boston, Spain. The first the warehouse. I like the way the warehouse looks in this and stuff. And wow, I can't think of any other. Australia. Yeah, Australia too. You know, Steve-O's in here with the bull. What's that other one? Barcelona? With I remember that graffiti one, that graffiti guy too. Yeah, cool levels. They all have their own like feel and everything, and set of characters and stuff. Each level is like very distinct. Is all I want to say. Okay, I think I went on along enough about this. Very inspiring to like young kids and skateboarding and stunts and whatnot. World Destruction Tour. That's what it is. Crazy story. And secret characters and stuff. Alright. Thank you for watching. Guys, if you feel like I know I'm not posting a lot of gameplay and stuff, but in like gaming content, I'm not really consistent with it, but if you look in my description and you follow me on Twitch, and check your notifications for Twitch often and see me on Twitch, I do play video games on Twitch on like Xbox, and not a lot of that stuff I don't upload it to YouTube, so I just stream. I don't upload it or edit it or anything. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I'll just play games on Twitch. So catch me on there if you want to watch more gameplay of me and stuff. And yeah, I'm going to be making, this is part 1 of 4. And yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good night.